Hey everyone, this is Brandon, just popping in here real quick. This is a new item for us here. It's a little bonus episode. Initially, when we had recorded the Groundhog Day episode, I thought it'd be fun to try this kind of different take on giving a plot. If you're familiar with the show, you know that every episode we kind of give a quick once-over with the plot, sometimes longer than others. This time I thought, hey, we could do it in sort of a Lovecraftian journal entry style, which would be kind of interesting. After recording it and going through editing, Leia and I felt that while it was fun, and we hope you think so too, it didn't really fit the episode. It didn't really explain fully what was going on in the movie. And, there's a lot of people who just may not be partial to Lovecraftian style storytelling. Not that I'm a stand-in for Lovecraft, but hopefully I at least touched on the general style that we're trying to get across. Anyway, please enjoy. If you want to see more of this, great, let us know, and maybe we can do more in the future. Enjoy. So as I watched Groundhog Day this time, we were watching it together. It's probably like the 20th time in my life I've seen it or something like that. Anyway, I got stuck on an odd thought. I thought that if you watched the movie in a certain way, couldn't this story be told in a very Lovecraftian style?
Maybe.
Like, obviously without the racism.
I'm sticking with you here.
Okay,
but,
so far so good?
So far so good, okay.
Okay, so let me give this a try.
Sure.
Do it kind of journal style, because Lovecraft did that with a lot of his writings. They were very journalistic.
February 1st.
Ooh, tomorrow's the big day. There's still many things to prepare. The weather is supposed to stay clear, so I should have plenty of time to get things ready without having to deal with the snow. I watched my favorite weather personality of Pittsburgh, Phil Connors. He assured us all, while weather conditions are heading this way, they will bypass us and head to Altoona instead. Oh, speaking of Phil, he's supposed to be coming to Punxsutawney to cover the Groundhog celebration. Maybe this year I'll have a chance to see him in person. I've missed him the last 3 years, but I think this is my chance. Oh, and the others will be arriving tonight. I'll see them for breakfast in the morning. I'm so excited I can hardly sleep.
February 2nd.
My favorite song was played on the radio this morning. I Got You, Babe by Sonny and Cher. What a great way to wake up. Slept real good, though. However, the local radio guys, who obviously don't know what they're talking about, are forecasting a blizzard for our area. I trust Phil, and he said no blizzard. He's been my trusted weather forecaster for years. I'll finish a few more things here before I go to Gobbler's Knob to see the celebration, and I hope I'll get to see Phil Connors. I've gathered everything, all the right ingredients, all the necessary components. The tradition will be done in exactly the manner Grandma and Grandpa taught me. They left us not long ago, but I'll carry on their legacy and honor their rituals. I just need to finish getting them set up. Everything in their perfect place, Grandma always said. Leaving for breakfast to meet the other celebrants after I finish this entry. I think it's going to be a great day.
Evening entry.
Now, I don't usually write a second time, but I wrote my entry early today as I had much to do this evening due to all that needs to be done. Kind of a good news, bad news situation today. Good news, I did see Phil Connors. In fact, our paths crossed a few times today. At breakfast, Phil was in the lobby getting coffee. He seemed a bit rude to Miss Lancaster, but I'm sure he was just feeling rushed. I wanted to ask him for an autograph, but he sped out of there like a demon. I followed him respectfully to the town center, and on the way he was pretty brisk with a few other people around town, but he is a very busy man who works in television. Of course he doesn't have all day to stand and chit-chat. I found myself fortunate to stand close enough to hear his broadcast. And he really must have been frustrated today because he seemed uncharacteristically rude to his crew. He seems like such a nice guy on TV. I can't imagine he's always this rude. I did notice he was in a hurry with his crew. I bet they had to pack up and leave for other important story coverage, so I understand. After all, they did leave pretty quickly. So, anyway. Oh! The other faithful said about their parts today while waiting for my shift to be over. But damn if the local guys weren't right. A blizzard did set in just as I got to work. I had to start shoveling, and I can't believe how I embarrassed myself. Phil Connors was in my gas station talking on the payphone. I was outside shoveling the walk to keep it clear for customers, and on the way in, I wasn't paying attention, and I hit him in the head with my shovel. Oh, gods, I'm mortified. I hope he didn't recognize me. I did hear him complaining about being stuck in town due to the weather, so on the bright side, maybe I'll still get my chance at an autograph tomorrow. For now, though, the traditions must be followed. The other faithful are arriving shortly, and the rituals will, nay, must be done. Ja, Cthulhu Fatagan.
February 3rd.
Or is it 2nd? I think the first ritual worked, or maybe it was disrupted due to the weather. I'm unsure. That the old text spoke about bringing about a reign of the old ones unending, but I'm not sure this is what they had in mind. The other faithful had difficulty in their translations. I do feel odd today, however. Things seem to be repeating from yesterday. I Got You, Babe was played again. Not that I'm complaining. And all the snow from last night is gone, which seems odd. Groundhog Day celebrations are in full swing again, but not the second day celebrations like I expect. No, instead it's the first. And also, everyone in town is doing nearly precisely what they did yesterday, except for me and Phil Connors. Even the faithful are repeating yesterday. And speaking of Phil, I did see him around town again, and he was acting out of sorts. He seemed confused and disoriented, which is understandable. I'm a little bit as well. Is Phil unknowingly the Herald Nyarlathotep? It's possible. Is he the messenger I've awaited? Will he proclaim the awakening of the great old one Cthulhu? I'm the summoner. Perhaps he's the messenger. Anyway, the second ritual will be completed. We will each play our part and complete our duties. We must. Ja, Cthulhu Fatagan.
February 4th.
Or maybe 3rd. No, 2nd. I don't really know how time works anymore. The ritual was successful last night. Philatotep is still stuck but unstuck in time, just as I am. Many things still must be done. The rituals must continue. I will repeat them until they are complete and the great old one awakens. I Got You, Babe played again, so I know time is repeating. I don't know what it means, though.
February 5th.
I think he's awakened. Not the great old one, but Nyarlathotep. In the diner, I heard Phil call himself a god today. I believe he is becoming.
February 6th.
I Got You, Babe.
I think he's becoming.
February 7th.
No. 10th. No, it's the 2nd again. Ja, Cthulhu Fatagan.
February 2nd.
Time is repeating. Everyone in town is still doing the same.
The rituals go on.
February 2nd.
He is awakening. The rituals continue. He is becoming. I am becoming.
February 2nd.
I hit him in the head with a shovel today.
What day is it again? Ja, Cthulhu Fatagan.
February 2nd.
Phil Connors is coming to Punxsutawney tomorrow, or today.
Ja, Cthulhu Fatagan. February 2nd. I think he's awakened.